the world's tallest mountains have long been a source of fascination and awe. For climbers, these natural wonders represent the ultimate challenge. For everyone else, they offer a glimpse into the Earth's most extreme environments. So, what are the highest mountain peaks in the world? We're finding out. The final entry on the list of top 10 highest mountains in the world is Annapurna in the Nepalese Himalayas. The first summit of Annapurna on June 3, 1950 was also the first of any on this list and was achieved by French climbers Maurice Herzog and Louis Lequesnel. Despite this early success, Annapurna is best known for the challenge it poses to climbers. Indeed, it's possibly the most deadly of all the tallest mountains in the world, with its fatality rate estimated at 32%. The most western of the Himalayan peaks, NANGA Parbat, is located in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan and is the 9th highest mountain in the world. Whilst its name translates from Urdu as Naked Mountain due to its snowless southern face, it has also been called the Killer Mountain due to its high mortality rate. First climbed in 1953 by Austrian climber Hermann Buhl, NANGA Parbat is an imposing mountain and it's one of the tallest and most challenging peaks in the world. Manaslu is a 26,781-foot, 8,163-meter, tall mountain in the Nepalese Himalayas. It's the world's 8th of all the highest mountain peaks in the world and is situated in a remote, uninhabited area. The name Manaslu means Mountain of the Spirit in Tibetan. The summit of Manaslu was first reached in 1956 by a Japanese expedition and has since been climbed by many others. It's considered a difficult climb due to the high altitude and the technical skills required. However, the rewards are great, as the views from the summit are some of the most breathtaking in the world. Located in the Nepalese Himalayas, DHAULAGIRI is the 7th highest mountain in the world at 26,795 feet, 8,167 meters. Its name means White Mountain. Like Everest and unlike most other mountains on this list, the peak of DHAULAGIRI is made up of layers of limestone and dolomite rock that formed on the ocean floor. DHAULAGIRI was first climbed in 1960 by a Swiss/Austrian/Nepali expedition. Since then, it has become a popular destination for mountaineers from all over the world. We're back at the highest mountain range in the world for number 6 on this list of highest mountain peaks. Located in Nepal, Cho Oyu was first climbed in 1954 by Austrian mountaineer Herbert Tichy, along with Joseph Jockler and Sherpa Pon Dawa Lama. Cho Oyu is sometimes referred to as the turquoise goddess due to the color of its glaciers. The mountain is popular with mountaineers and is often considered a good training ground for climbing Everest, thanks to its similar altitude and conditions. However, it should not be underestimated as it's still a very difficult and dangerous mountain to climb. It's also a popular destination for ski mountaineering and has been the scene of some notable first descents, such as the first descent of the South Face by Slovenian skier Tomáš Humor in 2000. Located in Nepal, just 12 miles southeast of Mount Everest, Makalu is 27,838 feet high, 8,485 meters, making it next on the top 10 list of highest mountains in the world. Makalu has a unique pyramid-shaped peak and is considered one of the most beautiful mountains in the world. It was first climbed in 1955 by Lionel Terraillat and Jean Cousy of France. Since then, it has been climbed by many experienced mountaineers from all over the world. However, due to its remoteness and difficult terrain, Makalu is still considered one of the most challenging mountains to climb. Number 4 of the 10 highest mountains in the world, Lhotse is pronounced Lhotse and means South Peak in the Tibetan tongue. Those who dare not attempt to sound out its name can use one of its alternative monikers, E1. At 27,940 feet, 8,516 meters, above sea level, it's located on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China and is connected to Everest by a ridge. Lhotse was first climbed in 1956 by a Swiss expedition led by Ernst Reis. The first descent of the South Face was made in 1970 by a Polish expedition led by Andrzej Zawada. Located in the Himalayas between Nepal and India, Kangchenjunga is third on the list of tallest mountains in the world. Whilst referred to as one mountain, it actually has 5 peaks, as reflected in the translation of its name, the 5 treasures of snow. Interestingly, the British climbers first to summit Kangchenjunga in 1955 stopped just short of the uppermost peak. Joe Brown and George Band did so in deference to the beliefs of the local Sikkim people, who considered Kangchenjunga holy. Merely 778 feet shorter than Everest, Mount K2 is the second of the top 10 highest mountains in the world, but also one of the deadliest. Its steepness and dangerous weather conditions, coupled with the high number of deaths that have occurred on its slopes, have earned it the nickname Savage Mountain. Indeed, NASA has put K2's fatality rate at 29%, compared to Everest's 4%. Despite this, K2 continues to attract climbers from all over the world who are looking for a challenge. As for its succinct name, this dates back to the 19th century Great Trigonometrical Survey that catalogued some of the world's great peaks. The K stood for its home Karakoram range. And the 2? It was the second mountain the surveyors saw. Located in the Mahalangur Himalayas, the world's tallest mountain reaches a height of 29,029 feet, 8,848 meters, above sea level. So iconic is the tallest mountain on Earth that its name has become synonymous with ambition and achievement. We speak, of course, of Mount Everest. Despite the risks, over 500 people attempt to summit Everest's peak each spring. For some, it's a test of their physical strength and endurance. For others, it's a way to prove to themselves and others that they have what it takes to conquer the world's highest mountain. And for some, it's simply an opportunity to see the world from a unique perspective. Whatever their motivation, climbers face treacherous conditions in attempting to summit the top spot on the 10 highest mountains in the world. Altitude sickness, extreme cold, and high winds are just some of the factors that make it a dangerous undertaking. Nevertheless, around 2/3 of climbers succeed.